Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another NASCAR discussion video. This one's a good one. As you can see by the title, news has been stirring around in the NASCAR community this morning. Jimmie Johnson has failed post-race inspection and has been disqualified from the Coca Cola 600. That is huge news. We'll explain everything here coming up, but I want to know what you guys think. This is absolutely insane. Jimmie, who finished second, will now finish 40th. Goes from 11th to 15th in the points, dead last in the race. That is terrible. He earned 1 point in the race instead of 39. That is crazy. So, like I said, I want to know what you guys think about this. Is it fair? Are they out to get Jimmie? Are they out to get Hendrick? This just sucks for Hendrick lately as well. So let's get right into this. Jimmie Johnson fails post-race inspection. Of course, if you're new to NASCAR, I don't know everything, so maybe some of the guys in the comments can help me out here, but I like to think I know a lot. So basically, you have a pre-race inspection and a post-race inspection. All these specifications, limits, weights, everything has got to be good in the car at the beginning of the race, and everything's got to be good in the car at the end of the race. I don't know everything about what goes into those specifications, but I know that, you've got to have lug nuts on the car. You can't change an engine. It's got to be, X, Y, Z. So Jimmie Johnson had everything at the beginning of the race, and at the end of the race, he didn't. So, that's pretty much it. I'm reading this thing off of USA Today, and it says that there were problems with the rear alignment. He failed that part of the inspection from the optical scanner station, the OSS. I don't know what that is, but the optical scanning station, I'm guessing where they inspect the car. So basically, the head directing manager of NASCAR, Jay Fabian, said that pre-race, you've got a certain number that you need to have. Post-race, you got to also have a certain number of rear alignment that you got to have. And that's a pretty big number, I guess, is what he says, quote, they give a pretty tolerance. So there's got to be a lot of, problems that have to go wrong in order to get caught with this. And it was outside of the post-race numbers. So it seems as like something broke on Jimmie's car during the race, and that's what they got him for in post-race inspection. So let's break this down even further here. Denny Hamlin, he broke something at the beginning of his car. Those weights fell out of his car, and basically they had to come fix it, go to pit road. They lost like 9 laps. They never recovered. He got like 34th or something. So that was fixable. Obviously, they saw the weights fall out of the car on the first pace lap, and they had to come back around and fix it. Jimmie, on the other hand, something broke during the race, and obviously it didn't affect his performance. He had a strong car all night, but something broke during the race, and they didn't fix it because they didn't know about it. So he got caught at the end. I guess it's cheating, but you know what I'm saying? So he'll get last place because of it. Now let's talk about Jimmie's performance. Started on the outside pole, great past pre-race inspection, and then he wiggled. You know what I'm talking about? He did that shimmy towards the wall. He wiggled and he fell back to like 12th. Never really recovered until about stage 3. He was just chilling back there in dirty air. Didn't really recover until stage 3. Came back to the top 10. Was about 8th, made a good pit stop, came out like 4th, and then really was up in the top 5 the rest of the night. Did he have a car to win? I don't think so. I think if he would have had clean air, might have been a little bit better, but, Keselowski wasn't great all night, had a little bit of a boost there at the end of the night when he got out in front, especially after Chase Elliott pit. But, he was up there. Jimmie was up there, but it didn't seem like Jimmie just had a great car. I mean, like I said, Keselowski didn't either, but once he got in that clean air, he really kind of set sail a little bit. So, I don't think Jimmie had the car to win, but he had a top 5 car for sure. Of course, he got second, but he never really could do anything with it. And that just seems, side note, that just seems to be him every single weekend. It seems like he has a solid car, at least in the last, this season. He's gotten top 10 almost every time, but he doesn't have a car to win. And I don't know if that is the clean air or if that's just him just not being as great of a driver as he used to be. I mean, if you look at Bowman and Byron, and even Elliott. I guess Elliott's probably a step above Byron and Bowman, but if you look at those two guys, I mean, they look like they are just driving better than Jimmie Johnson. Not that Jimmie Johnson's driving bad. Like I said, I love the guy. He's my favorite driver. But it just seems as if he's not driving as well as he used to. Point being, he never has the car to win. And maybe, like I said, if he got a clean air, it would have changed things. Now, obviously, it would have been even worse if he had to win and then got DQ'd and had to go back to 40th, and they would have had to vacate the entire win. And so if he would have won, I guess for NASCAR fans who maybe don't know this, if you win a race, you're in the chase. And the chase is like the playoffs for NASCAR. There's 10 races at the end of the season. If you win a race, you're automatically on the next part of the chase. And then, the top 3 drivers, top 4 drivers will go on and so forth. There's the final 4, you win the championship. But if Jimmie would have won this race and then got disqualified, he would not have been in the chase. They would have taken the win away from him. And he would not have been in the chase. I don't think they would have given it to Keselowski in the case of Keselowski getting second, him being the winner. So I don't think he would have been in the playoffs either. But it would have just been like a non-existent win. So that's really interesting. But in the case of Jimmie Johnson, he got second. That really sucks for him. It would have sucked if he got first, though. I tell you what, we would be crying today. But let's talk about the problems that Hendrick has had and Jimmie Johnson has had. We'll start with Jimmie here. Jimmie, he, like I said, he was doing well. I want to say he was like 5th in points, maybe 6th or 7th. He was up in the top 10 in points, like by a good margin, before the whole pandemic happened. And then he comes back, absolutely blows it at Darlington, crashes with 1 lap to go in the first stage while he's out front. He actually looked like he had a car to win the race that day, but he crashes out front, finishes like 38th. That hurts his points really bad. So I want to say, because that was the first stage, he would have gotten 3 points in that race, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know exactly how the points work, I guess. But I want to say that he would have gotten 3 points, or very few points, let's put it that way, in that race in Darlington. Second race, he had to start 38th, and he only got to like 9th, I think. Only got to 9th. He got a top 10, I think. So, he did well, but never really had a solid car, especially since he was in the back of the field early. So, definitely didn't have a great performance, but it wasn't the worst thing in the world. He got probably a good amount of points out of that, but considering the other guys in the chase or the other guys leading the points also did better than him still, the top 8 positions or whatever, not great. And then this race goes to last place, now back to 15th in points. He's just been hurting. I mean, it does seem like NASCAR is out to get him, but he's had a tough couple of weeks, even with strong cars, and that just really, really sucks. But then you look at the other end of things, right? You've got other problems with Chase Elliott. Chase Elliott blows a tire in Las Vegas. Thank you to the comments who said that. Blows a tire in Las Vegas. Probably could have won that race. Didn't. Darlington. Problems there. Kyle Busch. Wrecks him with 20 laps to go. Probably going to win that race. Should have won this race if he would have stayed out. Or we've already had that discussion. If you haven't checked out the other video, go check that out about the race review. But really, Chase Elliott's had problems. Then Byron, he's the guy who spins out to bring out the caution for Chase Elliott. That likely would have had him win. With 2 laps to go, Chase Elliott's out front, would have won the race. So really a lot of problems for Hendrick here. And I want to know what you guys think about this. How does Hendrick solve these problems? Of course, Jimmie Johnson getting disqualified, that's not really a problem that you can solve right away. That's not anybody's fault except for Jimmie Johnson's, right? I mean, he's got to be the guy, or their team has got to be the guy to fix that. It's not Hendrick's fault. So I want to know what you guys think about this Hendrick problem. I mean, even Bowman, after winning that race, he got second at Darlington, I think, and then had a solid car but didn't get rewarded for it. These little problems. It seems like there's a curse around Hendrick Motorsports right now. And I want to know what you guys think about that because, like I said, I feel like they're cursed, but obviously it's just NASCAR. There's just luck that happens or doesn't happen for you and your team. It can't stay this bad forever. I don't think so. I mean, Chase Elliott has had a strong car. Jimmie Johnson's had a strong car. Bowman's had a strong car. Byron's been up there. They've got to get a win at some point, or at least continue to do as well as they have. I mean, they were in the top 10 almost all night. All of them. So that's all I got for you guys today. If you do enjoy these NASCAR videos, let me know. But yeah, Jimmie Johnson gets disqualified from the Coca Cola 600. Pretty crazy. It does happen not frequently. I wouldn't say frequently. People lose lug nuts all the time and they just get penalties. But, you know, disqualification, that's a little bit more up there. So, really interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, though. If you do want to see more of these, let me know down in the comments below. Also by liking the video and subscribing, because that helps. And then, yeah, we can just keep going from there. We'll see if we'll do the Xfinity race tonight. That should be fun. So, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.